Hi,
Hey,
everybody. How are you today?
what's up,
Um,
everybody? Happy Father's Day weekend. How
I
many folks out there?
know.
Yeah.
Happy Father's Day, Perry.
Yep, all that good stuff. Yep.
Uh, we got a lot to talk about today. So listen, guys, my schedule is getting busier than ever. I don't have time for a lot of stuff, and you guys know I'm not really interested that more in the housewives. That sounds
Yeah.
bad. It's
Well,
bad, but it's the honest truth. So me and Perry have decided to come on once a week and do what we call Housewife Roundup. Now,
yeah.
Perry knows nothing about this. I just thought about this. We'll come on and just talk about housewife stuff because I still have a housewife audience that wants to be updated and talk about the shows. So, and plus, I have to do cover Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which is coming up. So I figure we can do this until I start reviewing on a daily basis Salt Lake City because there's a lot going on and I don't want to miss out on everything. And I do still watch some of them on my free time, not all, but some. And one of the ones I'm starting to watch again is The Real Housewives of Orange County. That's interesting. It's very interesting. So we're going to talk about today. We're going to talk about people are saying Kandi Burruss is turning into a Bully. I don't know if I could say that word or not. I'm just going to spell it because I don't have time to start tripping the censors. Yeah, a lot of people are turning on Kandi. We're going to talk about the return of Tamra Judge to the OC. It was good. It's actually good. Emmanuel had sent me a DM saying, Sharrell, you need to start covering OC. And I was like, no, I've been over that. I think they were the first Housewives franchise I dropped and stopped watching. I was like, I can't take this anymore, but it's really good. We're going to talk about New Jersey. Who's lying? Who's hiring private detectives? Who is not? I didn't get a chance to watch the reunion till days later, and it was sad. It was sad,
well,
sad, sad to watch a family deteriorate like that.
yeah.
We're going to talk about the rumors going around that Drew Sidora allegedly cheated on Ralph first with a woman. This is getting
Oh
crazy. And
my. Hmm.
that's what they're saying. We'll talk about that. We're going to talk about Carlos King putting out this week his trailer for Love and Marriage Detroit. Now, I can't watch another show, but I'm from Detroit.
I mean, for real, anything
Sharrell looking
Detroit.
great. You too, Perry. Oh, thank you.
Uh,
I don't
you know,
feel great. You guys know I usually wear gold hair because I'm obsessed with gold. I'm
yeah, but I don't know, honey. Anything going down with Detroit, we might have to watch it though.
gonna have to watch it.
That's just
I'm gonna.
interesting off the top. When you say
It's
Detroit, I'm like, I'm there. Let's check it out.
that's how we get down. Detroit is
Yeah,
full of drama, so I might have to watch that. Carlos King. I like Carlos King. Shout out to Carlos King. A lot of people do not like Carlos King. I don't get it, but maybe they're not looking at him the way that I'm looking at him. I'm looking at Carlos King as a brilliant producer. They're talking
yeah,
about what he did to Melody, and I don't know. I don't get into the shows like that because I know it's reality TV, and sometimes you act a certain way because somebody asks you to, like a producer, or you might be losing your job, and so you got to beef it up. So I know that I don't look at reality TV like that. So I love Carlos King. I like Carlos King. All right. So we got a lot to squeeze in, and I'm gonna try to do it. I shouldn't even lie to myself.
yeah. You
I
about ready
sound
to
so
lie?
good.
You about ready to lie? I see that
It's
happening.
too early to start talking about gold, silver, babe. No, I love gold.
Yeah,
Thank
everybody
you,
know.
Ben Bonji. Bonji we did a members only. I don't know, was it yesterday? And
Oh,
I was talking about my love affair of gold. It's really bad, people,
I
really
think
bad.
everybody know.
I love gold. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of Orange County first. And Perry, you haven't watched this, so I'm going to be talking myself.
Yeah,
I absolutely hated the Real Housewives of Orange County. It was the first franchise that I dropped. Because I used to review every single Housewives, right? Consistently on a daily basis. Like, and I loved it in the beginning. And then for some reason, uh, OC just got too toxic for me. Tamra was horrible. I really hated her. Um, it was the first franchise I dropped. I was like, I can't do this anymore. I think they were one of the first or second to start the formula. We're gonna pick a target and then we're gonna drag that person. I could not stand Tamra Judge. Now, I've always liked Shannon Bedore. People have always dragged me for liking Shannon Bedore. They were like, "Ugh, she's boring. What do you like about Shannon Bedore?" What I like about Shannon Bedore is her strength. This is a woman's perspective. When David left her for a younger, prettier version, she was destroyed. And I would be too. And she took it like a champ. Now, we don't like to get divorces and stuff like that. And, you know, it's a bad thing. But if you find yourself one of those women that after 20 years, he decides, I need a younger, better you should go watch the Shannon Bedore storyline. The woman has strength. It was devastating. She did not let that divorce break her. And then look what happened now. Here we are, 4 or 5 years later, and now the young side piece has left him for a younger version. That's what happened. This is what I think also too is going to be Wendy Williams' situation, because we're hearing the rumors right now that Kevin Hunter is cheating. Sharina left him. What comes around goes around, people. It's called karma.
Yep.
So Shannon Bedore did not let him break her. But let's get back to OC. So I think it was Emmanuel sent me an email, said, just check it out. You got to watch it. It's really good. So I watched it. And I got to give credit to Andy Cohen. Give credit where credit's due. OC, it's probably the best franchise this season.
Wow.
It's insane. Tamra Judge, who I hated, I liked. So what's going on OC? It's not a lot of drama. The only drama that's really going on OC right now is Tamra Judge hating Shannon Bedore. But I think those feelings were real. She cried. She cried about it. I think she was being sincere. I think her and Shannon Bedore were really good friends. I think life gets in the way. If I'm not working with you every day, like, have you guys noticed Lisa Rinna is not attached to Erica Girardi's hip anymore? Life gets in the way. It's not intentional, Tamra. It just happens. So I have my good friends. I have a best friend of 30 plus years. I do not talk to Dawn on the phone every day. She has kids. I have kids. I'm running a business. She's running a business. Life just gets in the way. And so I think when she got fired, Tamra, it may appear to her that Shannon cut her off. And this is just my opinion. You guys are going to tell me what you think. Life just moved in a different direction, especially the way you got fired. Andy wasn't liking you anymore. Why should I join?
Yeah.
So it's really good. So I'm really liking the OC. I think that I like the new people, which are Tamra's friends. So I think they did a really good job with the OC. Whoever rearranged the Real Housewives of Orange County needs to give Atlanta a call. Okay,
So, I mean, with the show then, so basically you're saying it's not that much drama, right? So
it's not so far.
What's the storylines? Are they doing their businesses or what?
They're doing their businesses. Heather Bedore, what's her? Heather Dubrow, the really rich one who gets on my nerve. Mm-hmm. Children are going to college. And, in real life, she's dealing with one of her children. I don't know. I think one of the children are trans. I hope they address that issue because it's a popular issue that's going around right now. People are talking about the drama that's going on with another high-profile blogger not accepting trans people. And I hope they get to stuff like that. They talked about how, what is her name? Gina just kind of stop hanging out with Heather Dubrow because Heather Dubrow was just too rich and she made her feel poor when she went around. Like that's true. I could see something like that happening in real life. Have you ever hung around somebody? Well, you hang around rich people all the time, but like when you're hanging with your friend Ryan and stuff, did you feel poor? Well, you weren't. Well,
no. I mean, even though I know it's a money gap, no. I mean, because I
yeah,
think it comes down to how that person treats you. Like he never
yeah.
looked at me like that neither. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
he never treated you like I have more money than you.
if he would have waited for me to open the door for him or some shit like that, we would have had a problem. You know what I'm saying? But no, we was good.
I'm really liking OC. So when I take calls, and it's early, people aren't used to me, and we only have 700 people in the chat. That's another thing. I'm going through something right now with YouTube. They're not sending out my links. They're not promoting my videos. I mean, I've heard other people saying this before. Is it just my turn? I don't know. So I'm not going to stop doing the videos. I'm going to come on and do it like I usually have over a lot of people in the chat. So, but everyone's saying, I'm not getting your link, Sharrell. I'm not getting your link.
But Sharrell, let me address that too for a second, as far as that notification, because I wasn't getting it either until today. But when I was in the backyard, someone said, just go and check. When I hit my notifications, it had went down to none. Like,
yeah, they're unsubscribing people. I don't
right.
know what's going on, but
right. So I think you got to just go back and go to your YouTube thing and hit notifications, check it, and then it'd be like a little blue check. Hit all notifications, and I got it today. So that would probably help too.
Someone in the chat said they haven't got a link from me all week. I mean, I'm not the first YouTuber to complain about this, but this is the first time it's happened to me, and there's absolutely nothing I can do about it. Nothing. So whether I have 1,000 people, 2,000 people in the chat, to 500 or 7 like I have right now, I'm going to do every video as if I always do.
Right?
Yeah, life goes. It is what it is, people. But yeah, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, you can't control YouTube.
Yeah, I hear some people are saying that they got unsubbed them. I don't know what's happening. Yeah, we were on all week, so I don't know. Someone just said they just had to resub. I don't know what's going on, but if you aren't receiving any notifications, make sure that you're still subscribed to the channel. Because not only are they not sending out my links, they are unsubscribing people from my channel. So I don't know what's going on. So it is what it is. All right. So I liked Orange County. I think that Orange County has a formula now that the rest of the franchises need to follow. Okay.
Well, I'm glad they got one because, like, I never followed that show, that Orange County, but I have walked past many a times when you sitting there watching it. It's like visiting the library back in the day. It was quite boring, but if it's gotten better, then maybe I'll check it out.
You are messy. You are messy. Let's head over to the current show. Now let's talk about the Real Housewives of Atlanta. There's a lot going on in the Real Housewives of Atlanta. And today I was rushing because I decided to do this last minute because I'm like, look at all the stories I'm missing, but I just don't have time to cover Housewives every day anymore. I wanted to talk about, so I didn't download any of my stuff. You guys know I love it. But on the upcoming episode of The Real Housewives of Atlanta, there's going to be a scene where Kandi Burruss is mad at Sonia Richardson, who I called boring. But I don't think she's boring anymore. I'll get to that in a minute. And she's mad at Sonia because Sonia won't pick a side, whether she's on Kandi's side or Marlo's side. Now, and people are coming out against Kandi, saying that Kandi's turning into a Bully. So let me tell you what I think about it. Me personally, when I have friends, for me, people are different. I can't make you like who I like, do what I do, eat what I eat. Some people are really ridiculous. You are friends with somebody for a specific reason, and that's it, right? I have friends all the time that I'm friends with this person, but they might not like someone else, and I'm friends with someone else.
Mm-hmm.
You can, huh? now, I think I have a reason why Kandi's doing the things that she's doing. Because Kandi is turning into a vindictive person. If you say she's boring, she'll come after you.
Mm-hmm.
You don't deserve a channel anymore. She holds grudges and then gets you back 10 years later. Unheard of things. And I was like, something is so wrong with Kandi. I think I figured out what's going on with Kandi. And you tell me if you agree with this. And I thought about this earlier today because me and Perry were talking about me. We were just having a conversation about how stressed I am all the time and how I'm just, and you guys are watch my members only. I fired a girl and it was like really vicious. The way that I fired her, I just like tore into her. And I thought about it. Why did I fire her in such a mean way? You know, like, get the hell out my face. And you're not, and I thought about it. And I think I have the same problem as Kandi Burruss. And you guys tell me what you think. When you are, whatever that word means, successful in material things or what society considers successful, it gets harder and harder. So to stay on top, it's hard to stay on top. You become a target. People target you because they want to take your place. Almost like they did Nene Leakes. Now, a lot of people didn't understand Nene Leakes' behavior. You become paranoid. You don't trust people.
Yeah.
Your life is going from one problem to another problem to another problem. And Kandi has a lot of businesses. And did you know she even has a cosmetic line? Like, she even does makeup. And so you physically get tired. You have your guards up all the time. Because you have to admit, I am not the same Sharrell that I was when I first started my channel. I was very trusting. And when people go after you and people devise plans to go after you, then you start thinking everybody's going after you. And maybe this is Kandi's problem. Do you even understand what I'm trying to say, Perry?
No, I understand what you're saying. Like, look, with her and successful and all that stuff is just one thing. But she's a very busy woman, right? And you got your hands on all these things. She already feel the stress because people think, well, just on the show, that one business alone is stressful enough. So
just being a housewife is stressful.
That, having kids, just life.
Kids,
life comes to that point where you just really stress. But you still get to keep living your life. But when you constantly get people coming at you, when they come at you, you ain't sitting there with a fresh mind. You already stressed out already. So paranoia kick in because, you know, you get to that point, somebody can come in, hi, Kandi. Her response might be, what the hell that's supposed to mean?
Yeah.
You're so used to people
coming after you.
Using your name.
Oh, my gosh, yes.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, for Kandi, with these businesses and stuff, most people can make a name by attacking her.
Right,
so
right.
I think when you get all this stress, at the end of the day, mother, businesswoman, at the end of the day, she's still human too. So we get emotional. You know, shit happens. It's many times I don't snap, right? But that's why I think that that can be part of her issue.
She's got some serious problems. And I think, okay, it's easy to hate somebody back and I can't stand her. But I'm thinking, what is the problem with Kandi? Because Kandi did not act like this when she first came on the show. I loved Kandi, especially when she was rocking with Phaedra before they fell out. I loved the way that they were loyal to each other and that was just a good friendship. So what is happening to Kandi? And not only is she going after people on the show, she's coming after bloggers, a good friend of mine. She's determined to bring him down. Like, who has time for all of that? But I think she's going through what I'm going through. And it's not easy. It's not easy when you have so many eyes on you. And you're expected to do these certain things, and then people start coming after you, and then life just starts spinning out of control. I think maybe that's what happened to Nene too. Nene was hella defensive. You couldn't say anything to Nene. Remember, and she wasn't the same Nene that when first came on the show. It's because you can't be. Can you make it in this business period and still be
The same person when you started?
right, right.
I mean, for the most part, I would say no. A lot of people might come back and say, yeah, you can. It's all about your person. No, you change, you adapt to your surroundings. And your surrounding ain't the same when you are nobody, like, or just starting a show, or you
Yeah, when
like
she
the
first came
queen,
on.
you become the queen of the show.
That's it.
It
That's
steps
it.
up to a higher
Mhm.
level now,
Yeah,
because now you get to safeguard something. You don't know why somebody coming after you. After
yeah,
all those years, you don't seen it happen to other people.
yeah, yeah.
So at this point, you know what it's all about, and it's frustrating.
Now, let's do the other side because
Right.
we got other people in the chat saying bull s.
Mhm.
They're saying that Kandi is going through karma, that she done dished it out,
Yeah.
and now it's time for her to take it.
So now
Uh,
I believe in the karma part too. Like, I believe in karma, right? But what I'm saying is, it's how a person get to that stage. Now, her karma could be just coming back on her. Go ahead.
Someone's texting me in the chat. I must know you. You have my, I don't recognize the name. That's terrible. You have my number though. I don't know who that is.
Okay.
Sorry.
No, then you fine. No, but like I said, it could be karma. So I'm not saying it one way or the other, but I can see how a person in that position could be paranoid, stressed. But then it could be a reason why people going after you too.
She
So
she did a lot of people wrong.
right.
So I don't know what Kandi Burruss is going through. She's going through some kind of crisis. And if she doesn't fix it, she's about to be the reason for her own downfall, which means it's not good, Kandi, to have a lot of people not liking you, whether you're on camera or off camera. And even so, this happens to me sometimes too. Like, I'll has Kandi addressed DJ A1 behavior or not? She's got that issue going on. Kandi's going through a lot right now. But if you don't take the time to backtrack and try to make amends with the people that you have pissed off, the next thing you know, and I've had to do this before too, there are a gang of people with a list of things that you do that you've done wrong to them.
Right.
And then it turns into the bandwagon. You know how people start.
Oh yeah, no, I feel you. It's
Yeah.
just like you said, like if that first couple, you said that the lady lost her husband to a younger woman, right?
Shannon Bedore, my fave.
No, but
Yeah.
the business wise or just public uh wise, it goes the same way. It's how you get it, it's how you can lose it. That's how people think saying it's karma, right? Because if you did other people this way to get to the top, that's probably the same thing gonna come back to you later.
That's what I think would happen, but everybody has different opinions. Jermaine is saying in the chat, BS. Sonia is not to be trusted. She has flip-flopped all the time. Let me tell you what I think about Sonia. Sonia. Keep saying Sonia. About Sonia. Sonia has no storyline. I don't hate her. I don't like her. She's just there. But this thing with her sister, I told you, she did a reality show before, and I believe it was on WeTV, and I used to watch it. And she acted completely different. She was the tyrant and not the sister. So I'm thinking that Sonia is not giving us the real Sonia, and she's just thinking of ways to stay on the show.
That's pretty much
Instead
it.
of just showing you her real life. That's what I think. I could be wrong.
That's what I was gonna say too, though. I think some people just there, especially when they, new to the show or fairly new, right? That they just try to do enough to maintain their job.
Yeah.
And that's why she's more cautious on what side she gonna take here or there. You know?
Yeah. Janasha said Nene became arrogant. She did. I love Nene to death. Her true personality, like that first season. But we have to acknowledge that Nene became very hard to work with, argumentative, and Kandi's becoming very mean. just mean. Like, damn, like you doing the way you
Well,
attack SWV. You forgot they had feelings, and she's
right.
becoming very, very mean.
And well, you can say that, but I can just copy this comment and say I believe Kandi had became um what's the word? I just seen it.
Bully? Please don't
No.
say it. Oh,
Arrogant. Arrogant is what I was gonna say. Because
okay.
I think it comes with the territory sometimes. Like she's running businesses.
Mhm.
Everybody, even a doorman. Good morning, Miss Kandi. Everybody is gonna be fake to you just to keep their job. She's used to people bowing down on the show. No, I'm just saying, as you
Well,
go, as you go up through the thing, and you become a queen, you get people. You form alliances because they just with you to save their job. I feel
ooh,
like
ooh.
that she's like maybe basically feeling this way because she's starting to feel entitled, right? That's what I'm
Mm.
trying to say. Like, who are you to question what I say? And we all could be put in that situation if
I've had people
possibly.
say that about me.
Right, right. So
So
the
I
thing
don't
about
know. We're talking about it, but Candy has changed, and people are getting fed up. With that being, because you should never tell somebody like, "How do I look?" Cornering my friend and say, "Take a side." What's it gonna be? But
yeah,
there's more to it. It's more to it than that.
and then I can
Even
say
with Nene became very argumentative, very mean. And it's the same as Candy, because I remember also Nene Leakes being on Watch What Happens Live, and I can't remember what housewife she was talking about, but she was like, they need to be fired. Just fire them.
oh yeah,
Like,
be gone, be
really?
gone.
Yeah.
No, I'm telling you, but it
Yeah.
happens when you get this power, and not
Mhm.
just on this reality show. Look at most of them,
Yeah.
and I love the grand down, but sometimes she can get that way. I'm just simply saying. I'm gonna be
Well,
fair.
TV
Like,
changes people,
right.
success changes people, money changes people. So I hope she doesn't change Karen Huger because I love her, but everybody is at risk because what they do for a living is very, very hard. So
And
I'll
then
say
and
that.
then just to speak on this, right? You said, well, Kandi could be changing.
Mhm.
Uh, it could be the way she always been, and people just starting to call her out on the shit.
Well,
Too.
okay. So here's the
Just saying.
thing. So I know. So okay, I know people that know her behind the scenes, and somebody that was really in her corner has just flipped on Candy, and I'm like, I never thought the day would happen. I don't know. It's a lot going on. The season's not even over, but she's being attacked, and the public isn't liking her. But really, behind the scenes, I mean, people that were very loyal to her are turning on her. Bonji says Sonia just wants to be on TV.
Yeah. Yeah.
She is also a bone collector and a distributor. Also, she employs all her family except Ross. I couldn't do the family all living with me. Now, think about it. My family works with me, and it's great. But sometimes on those long days, I could hang up the phone with V and be like, "I'll see you." What if V live with us? They
Yeah.
got to go.
Yeah. You know what though? But with that whole Ross thing, and I'll just say this: I have no info. I'm just guessing, but it could be because he's never around, right?
Oh, Carrie, you
So
about to say something messy?
by him just showing up every once in a while, could it be a form of like spousal support? I'm gonna keep being your husband so you can make this money. You know what I'm saying?
Perry, you are messy. Blueberry, why are you starting trouble? Saying that Perry needs to get back on Jag. How many requests have you had to drag Jag? That is
You know
Perry
what
is
though?
going through a lot. We're going through a lot. But this is Perry in my life. This is your MO. You'll go on your channel every day for like 3 months.
Then I
You'll
quit
leave for like
6 months.
6 months to a year.
Right, that's about
And then
right.
you just show back up one day and everyone's like, hey, we're back. I don't
Yeah.
know. Perry's got a weird channel. Let's go on talking about Atlanta. Let's talk about Drew Sidora. Okay. Okay, so we all know that. Well, I don't even think they begin to talk about it. Have they talked about Drew Sidora divorcing Ralph?
I
I
ain't heard
can't.
not a damn thing.
Yeah,
They just
yeah.
show up and act like they act like they're in love when they show them.
Okay, so people are talking off camera And the rumors are that Drew Sidora is allegedly in a gay relationship with Mimi Faust's ex-fiance. I believe her name is Ty. She was on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. But now people are going around saying things that this is not her first lesbian relationship, and she was cheating on Ralph allegedly with women the whole time during their marriage, and she's not as innocent as she's putting on. Now, there's an old housewife, the girl who was supposed to do our show but didn't do the show. I can't think of her name. I end up really not liking her. She was on the season where Fallon was on. Can anyone help me remember this girl? She dated Von Ray, and all of that stuff went down on Conscious TV's channel. The girl, no one. Okay, everybody, you guys.
I don't know what's going on with that whole thing neither, but.
Well, anyway, so another housewife went on another channel and was talking about her being, there it is, LaToya. That's it. Going around talking about her, Drew's lesbian ways and how it's been around for a long time. Matter of fact, did you guys hear the rumor that LaToya's pregnant? Nene wasn't arrogant. Andy would ask her a question and she'd answer it. I mean, I get that. I love Nene. I'm a Nene fan, so don't get it wrong. I was just saying, but Nene's not perfect, and she made mistakes too. So just because I say something bad about a person doesn't mean I don't like them. Matter of fact, I miss Nene being on
the show,
the franchise that she damn created. And I think that Andy Cohen is just doing her wrong. That's just my opinion. But, other people say, when you're of other race, if let's say you're a Caucasian person and somebody accuse you of being racist, and you're not, they're saying that's like bad. So I guess what she did to Andy was bad. But anyway, I want her back on the show. But do I think he'll ever get over it? No, I just think that's a done deal. Do you think he'll get over it, Perry? And bring her back? Andy Cohen.
If the ratings is not where you want, because like all that is about dollar bill. Like, and then sometime you can have these big blow up arguments, but at the time, that feeling lessens. So maybe I don't know, but then he did.
Well, they're saying that's a big no. You don't accuse a Caucasian person of being racist if they're not.
Well, I get it. So I get it.
He's that mad. That's what they're saying. But anyway, so they're talking about Drew and these lesbian affairs. Do I believe she had an affair with Ty? I can't even say that I know or care. I just can't.
Well, I mean,
like
I don't know or care neither. But
yeah.
And when people say it's previous ones and stuff like that, right? Now, I'm just throwing something out there. Could it have been consensual? Like, I mean, could Ralph have been a part of it?
Oh, Perry, I can't.
No. I'm saying, because if not, I'm just throwing it out there because y'all know more than what I know. I don't know.
You're saying there's a possibility that we got another couple on Atlanta that likes threesomes. Is that what you're saying? You are messy.
Or either that could have happened because I got these different things I'm thinking of like today, right? Either that, and then I think the last 1 or 2 episodes they had started mentioning Ralph having some surgery on his penis. So I'm wondering, like, if it wasn't consensual, he's trying to save his marriage. I don't know what's going on. What you think?
I think that people should stop talking about Drew's sexual preference. It doesn't matter. They're getting a divorce. If she wants to talk about it, let her talk about it. If she don't want to talk about it, but we see her all around town hugged up with Ty. I don't know. I don't give Drew too much thought. Listen, I don't hate Drew. I don't like Drew. Drew is just there. So she hasn't I don't hate her, but I don't feel anything towards Drew. She's just, there.
Or yeah, see, I don't know. I get confused. Or is all this everybody trying to have a certain storyline? Like, Drew and Ralph divorcing. We haven't seen one episode that looked like they was divorced. Not one.
Because the rumor is he's cheating, and now the rumor is she's cheating. I don't even care about that marriage, to be honest. They could go. And I don't mean it in a harsh way, because I have a right to have an opinion too. I'm I don't understand what the storyline is. They need to hurry up and talk about the divorce because I'm not understanding her storyline. And, I don't hate her.
I mean, people
I
do
don't
anything
like
for
her
money.
either.
The storylines, could people do anything for money? The storylines could be fabricated too. Because I remember when they first came on, Ralph just took off, right? He just took off and went to the beach without letting her know. But she wasn't that too upset about it. So was it just a storyline, or I go back, or do they just have an open relationship?
Perry, I gotta change the subject. I can't. Wayne is right. Perry is past messy.
And then
you are messy.
That's probably why they got the mom staying there to watch the kids, because they both can go their separate ways on any night. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Let's talk about. Oh, I'm down to one sub. So I talked about Carlos King and the new show coming on, and I believe it's soon. I can't remember. I think it was this. It might be today. I can't remember when when Love and Marriage Detroit is coming on, but I will be catching it. Let's talk about the Real Housewives of New Jersey really quickly. I saw the reunion. The reunion was entertaining and sad all at the same time. Now, I'm tired of Teresa and Melissa going at it. I just can't watch it another season. Mm-hmm. But I was shocked to watch them admit to these troll farms. Now, they tried to sugarcoat it and said that you hired an investigator. That's the beginning of the process. But usually you would just hire somebody, not a private investigator. You would just hire like somebody from the troll farms. But these housewives are taking it a step further because they have money and they're actually hiring private detectives.
Yeah.
To get the information, and then they take it to the troll farms and let them distribute it and do what they're going to do. I think it's gotten out of hand. And so I always heard that if Andy Cohen finds out, well, I'm shocked that they talked about it on the show, on the reunion. That's number one. Number two, I always heard that if Andy Cohen hears that you're doing this, he will fire you. That's why everybody's going so hard to clear their name. They're going hard. Okay. I think Teresa has given probably more than 6 or 7 interviews talking about Louis didn't hire a private investigator. The whole Jersey thing is confusing because, and we keep talking about this, I don't know if Andy Cohen would fire Teresa, but it's obvious. I like Teresa. I know a lot of you don't. I like her, but I have to admit when she's wrong, and I think that her and Louis hired an investigator.
Well, I mean, watching that last thing, I think for sure he did something because
he did.
He need anger management too, by the way. Because he's sitting there getting riled up, red as the devil, sitting there yelling at the one girl. Her name could be Margaret. Is that the one married to the plumber?
Oh, Pierre, you didn't call Joe a plumber. That's mean.
No,
I guess he is a plumber.
Right. No, I'm just saying. I mean, but he called her out on doing the same thing. Yeah. And then told her, you need to be careful. But he said it in a
So you believe the rumors, and we're going to talk about this on Monday when Freddie comes on. Uh-huh. You believe the rumors that something's wrong with Louis?
Yeah, no, for sure something wrong with him. I mean, anytime you go out there in the wilderness and go running through the jungle naked with men, something wrong with you, right? And then you come back and then he go and make a piece of pie and act so lovely. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Perry,
he got some personality issues, huh? Mood swings, something wrong with the boy. And then I think he used her up, for finance reasons.
So listen, I like Vanessa. And how can I say this? And Freddie will be on Wednesday to tell me not to listen to her. So it's a lot going on Jersey. But let me talk about this. John, I don't like John. I don't hate John. I don't like this couple or hate the couple. I don't really think about them, really. They don't bring anything to the show. I think Emmanuel disagrees with me on that. Somebody disagrees with me. But when I don't like you or don't hate you, you're just there. It's not a bad thing. I'm not trying to come for your job. I just don't think about you ever. Well, I think I watched that whole reunion and when she would come on, I would just, do something else. But anyway, it says his birth mom is speaking out, saying that she never talked to Louis because they're saying that Louis going around getting information to everybody, and this is what the mom says. She said, now John Fuda's birth mom, Brittany Malch, is setting the record straight to the U.S. Sun media, saying it's all absurd. This is what the mom said. This whole Louis contacting me accusation is completely absurd. It just goes to show how delusional these people are. I was never, ever, ever contacted by Louis or his people. She says that she's astonished by the entire situation. It's petty. This is typical of John. He used to do things like this all the time, and it was so embarrassing. If I had spoken to Louis, I would have given him an earful if he wanted some dirt. Clearly, that wasn't how it went down. I think a lot of people on Jersey is amping things up because everyone's fearful of losing their job. That's just what I think. But do I care about John's storyline or his wife's storyline? I do not.
I don't even know who the hell John is, so he can leave now.
The rumors are out there that Andy will be picking a side, either Teresa or Melissa. I don't believe those rumors. I think he's bringing back both women. Have you heard those rumors, Perry?
I heard it, but I mean, I don't see how he can let any one of them go.
I know, but I'm just so sick of it. The arguing.
I get it. Next year they'll come back with some other different thing, maybe storyline.
Hi, Sheila. I was just talking about you yesterday. Not talking about you, but saying I gotta reach out to Sheila, but I've been so busy. So busy. Sheila says Teresa and Louis are toxic people. I don't even care. Somebody's gotta go. The show, okay, it was interesting, the reunion, because it's not boring. But how long can we have this same family fight? I thought it was sad at the reunion. I felt that Joe saying I love you, but just they're siblings. I don't know.
I mean, Joe would just say, I don't know. I mean, Joe is just there. He's a money grubber for me. That just how, I mean, he'll ride it, but he got to say this just in case Teresa stay and he have to go. So he's just doing everything in public to act like he give a damn.
Well, what's bothering me about this is that they're a real family and their parents are no longer here, and you two can't make it work. I don't even want to put blame on anybody anymore. Let's just resolve this.
And oftentimes, though, Sharrell, when the parents leave, those could have been the pieces that kept them together. Right. So when they go, after a while, sometimes you get to love somebody from a distance. Maybe that's where they're at.
I mean, they have friends all in the war between her and Teresa. Margaret's all up in the middle. Actually, I like Margaret, but that's not your family. Stop. Take a step back. You got the girl I love, Jennifer Aiden. I love Jennifer Aiden. I know you guys don't like her. Who's always like Teresa's bodyguard. And we need all these people out of this and let the family, Joe and Teresa, talk to each other. No Melissa. And let's just try to find some kind of reconciliation here, because your children are the only people that pay the price.
I don't think it's going to happen, though.
Yeah, I don't either.
I mean, because at a certain point, and I would probably have to say it, Joe probably jealous of Teresa. So I'm just saying.
God, Barry. Why would Joe be jealous of Teresa? And I love Teresa, but why would Joe be jealous?
Who's the most famous one?
So
if she wasn't there, would he be around? Probably not. It's what I'm trying.
People are saying that. People are saying that Melissa's about the fame. I don't know. No, I don't care anymore. I want to focus in on some healing so we can get them to be like
but how many years? But let me ask you this: how many years you gonna wait on that?
I know.
How many years you gonna wait on the healing? Ain't no damn healing.
I know. Hey Sheila, how are you?
I'm better.
Oh, good.
I've been meaning to check on you. I'm being a bad friend right now. I'm so sorry, but I think about you and I pray, and you're always in my thoughts.
Thank
Really
you.
are. Yeah. Let's start with my man AJ, because you guys know I love AJ. People say I have AJ
No,
favoritism. Do I have AJ favoritism? People say this. People say
Yeah, I
that.
think so.
no, really? Do they?
Yes.
No,
I
I
have
don't think
AJ
so.
favoritism.
Yeah.
No, she
hmm
doesn't. She
So
loves everyone.
yeah, I love everyone, but you're at the top. Does that mean favoritism? No, just
Yeah,
kidding.
Yeah,
exactly.
oh, that's oh, thank you. I love you, Sharrell.
Because
Hello,
AJ's going to
Perry.
say
Hey,
something
what's up? What's
ridiculous.
up?
AJ's going to say something ridiculous, I guarantee. Okay, what do you want to stand up first?
What
Candy,
did
Tamra. Oh, what do you want to talk about?
there's so much to
Yeah.
unpack. Oh my God. Should we talk about New Jersey? We're just talking about New Jersey. I don't believe John Fuba, is that what's his name? John
Yeah.
Fuba.
Mhm,
I
mhm.
I don't believe him at all.
You think
At
he's a
all.
liar?
He's a liar. I don't believe him at all. And I think that he's just, just chiming in to get an extra storyline. And I just don't really believe it. Like, why would he? They nobody. And what would be the threat? Why would he need to know about them? It would make sense about Melissa and Joe, but
Right, right.
or Margaret even,
Yeah,
because Margaret's
yeah,
been a lot in their business
yeah.
and
You
she
know what?
exposed
Maybe you
them.
are right. They're just trying to stay on the show, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it makes.
So I don't believe in Mr. Clean. So he's a liar. So let's move on to, oh my God, Kandi. Kandi is a bully, apparently, behind the scenes. But
Yeah,
she's been like this for years, apparently. Remember that guy that went to Phaedra's office? He came in and said, Candy's not been paying her,
right.
paying him.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
and he basically was bullied out of his job by
Mm.
Don Juan and everyone else.
Not
Because
about
that's the
that. So
yes.
you don't agree with my theory that Candy is experiencing being on the top? It comes with all of this pressure and all. You don't believe that?
Yeah, I do, but let's face it, Candy's no Beyonce. I mean, Candy is lowest of the low. I mean, she's on a reality TV show.
You just
Let's just
called
put
her
it into
the lowest
perspective.
of the low.
No, in the hierarchy of like Beyonce, and then we have Candy down here.
Oh, you
Like
are
in
messy.
so she's not that important, and her 10 million followers allegedly with like 10,000 likes. I
Sharrell
mean,
did not say that, by the way.
she's
That was
buying, she's
AJ,
buying
whoever's
clout.
listening.
No, allegedly, and she's buying all that clout. I believe she bought most of her clout. I mean, she went
10 million.
relevant. Yeah, to 10 million.
AJ,
Are you
now,
kidding me? On the house, Nene don't even have that. Are you kidding me? And
how can
Nene,
you buy 10 million followers?
no, no, you cannot. Well, I don't believe in 10 million, but a couple of million.
Damn.
I mean, Todd's got over a million, and he's got what, 10,000 likes too. I mean, there's something going on here. It's very suspicious, and just I mean, there's something to look at in the future. So I don't believe in most of the things, and so Candy's just overhyped. She needs to pipe down. She's just got a little bit of an anger management problem because remember on that allegedly C night, that drug fueled night when she had a fight with Peter, and basically start like screaming at him and saying, "I'm gonna punch a bitch out," literally.
Right.
Yeah, she has angry issues. I think she's always had a bit of angry issues.
Well,
I feel
I will
bad for
say
her.
this. Last week, she came unraveled. I can't remember who she's arguing with. But
Marlo?
Perry said, no, it was on the show. She was going to headbutt somebody. I can't remember.
Oh, yeah, that, yeah. It was
Oh
the
yes.
little new girl, the little clout chaser. Yeah.
Yeah,
And Perry said that you heard that she went on her channel and apologized for her behavior.
Well, yeah. But basically, she was just saying, like, because now people starting to look at her like with the angry girl syndrome, and she can't have that. That's beneath her because she's
see,
polished, right?
this is
So
what
she went
she's
on her
so
show.
annoying.
She went on her show, and so I was saying, that she apologized for her behavior. She got to do much better.
I don't
Basically.
like
That
it.
annoys
I
you,
don't like
AJ,
it.
that she apologized?
Yeah, because I don't like her controlling the narrative. She always wants to
Oh,
control
you
the
mean going
narrative.
back? Okay, I got you. Cleaning
Go
up
and
on the
start
show. Yeah.
cleaning up, going and starting a podcast, going on YouTube, starting a YouTube channel. Like, come on, girl. Like, no one does this. She wants to control the narrative all the time, and it's annoying. And she needs to be held accountable, which she will be she needs to talk about what happened to Fat Joe and in her restaurant. The pow pow thing. She needs to explain that a little bit more further and give Marla some answers. I mean, she is thirsty, but just give her something. I mean, for the show's
So what you saying,
sake,
AJ? If she
for the show.
advertised her businesses on the show, when shit like that happens, she should be talking about the businesses on the show too, right?
But she does it all, yes.
Yeah.
But she
Okay.
does it all the time. She talks about, every business she has under the sun, which is great. I mean, that's what the
That's a
show is
lot of
for.
businesses. Did you know that
There's
Kandi
a
has a
lot.
makeup line?
No, I didn't, and I
I didn't
wouldn't be
know. She has a
surprised.
lot of businesses. We'll
She
give her
has she has
credit
a
for that.
lube she has a lube line too, and a dildo line, and like
Yeah.
she's a bit like
Mhm.
she is really out here, Kandi. Like anything for a dollar. She's like the Lisa Renner of
Okay. Last
Yeah.
comment before I move
almost
on, because I want
like
everyone to.
she would do anything for and because she's been on all these reality TV shows as well. Big Brother, Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
What else she's doing?
Oh my God, I
Broadway.
didn't notice
She's
that.
doing
Yeah, that's
yes,
true.
and
Right.
she's been
KFC.
doing KFC.
It's
Yeah,
sad. I will
well,
say this about Kandi. I liked it when she teamed up with Tamar and they were on Big Brother, and now they hate each other back again. That's sad. Really quickly before I move on, AJ, don't you think that OC has found a formula worth spreading
yes.
around?
Yes, I was going to say OC is good because I
It's
just watched
good.
it. It's actually really good. I'm glad to see Tamra back and
Yeah.
also Boso back, Taylor Armstrong. It's good to see
Yeah,
on
yeah, yeah.
TV
It was
trying to
just
make some money.
nice. Yeah,
Yes,
very
but
nice.
also Tamra, she keeps doing this, and I can see this. Her friend that she brought on the show, the other blonde one,
Right,
who
right.
does, she's gonna fall out with her. And this has happened
I
before
hope
when she fell out with her lesbian lover. Remember that a couple of seasons ago? That girl that used to work with her. And do you not remember her?
Oh,
She
yeah,
did
yeah, yeah. What
that
was her
she was
name?
she
She
was
left her
from
husband for a woman.
she was Spanish or something. She used
Can't
to be
remember her
a
name. Do you
personal
guys know who
trainer.
we're talking about?
Yes.
Bronwyn.
She was
What is
starting
it?
to date Eddie.
Bronwyn.
Bronwyn?
No,
I
not
th-
her. It
Oh, I
was
thought you meant
wait,
Bronwyn.
no, Broadman. She's the one with 100 kids, isn't she? And
You are
it was
messing.
and she's a lesbian now. Yeah, but she no, not her. But anyway, so Tamra, she's not good at picking friends. But with her, apparently it's going to go great with her and Shannon. So I'm
Yeah,
glad to
I
see.
love
And
Shannon
also,
Bedore.
Forever 21, Gina. I mean, I would love to see her in something more expensive. I mean, she needs to like shush it up if she's going to hang out with Heather Dubrow. I mean, come on, she always wear Forever 21 H&M, looks cheap coming out of not an Uber, like not even Uber Plus or Uber XL. It's just girl, and she lives with all them kids in that tiny little house. Oh, but Emily's great. I mean, she lost all that weight. She looks great. I like Emily. And shout out to Tamra and the new girl. And of course,
All
Shannon.
right,
Drunk
let me move
Shannon.
on,
It's nice to see her
AJ.
sober.
I don't think anybody got that joke but me. Forever 21.
I got it.
20, yes. That
All
clothing
right.
store.
Thank you, AJ, my favorite. He is too much. Bonji, sound off. Oh my gosh.
Okay, let me start with Forever 21. At least she's not wearing Sheen by Sharrell. And
So
I've been
funny, Bunchy.
watching OC, and it is interesting that Tamara is back. I think she's going to provide something that was missing
But we
in
have
the
to be
last couple of
aware
seasons.
of Bonji. It's really nice right now, but Vicky hasn't arrived on the scene.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Yeah, Vicky's a mess. She's going to try and just railroad everybody. like she
Yeah, she
usually
might
does.
ruin the show. So, but right now it's very nice. I'm loving OC. I would have never watched it if it wasn't for Emmanuel. I really
Oh
Go
yeah,
ahead.
and the new cast member who came in as Shannon Tamra's friend
Yeah,
is actually from Oklahoma.
right.
Her family owns a business. I lived in Oklahoma for a long time. And I think she's one of the ones. Remember when they were trying to put together Real Housewives of Oklahoma or a show
I
in
remember.
Oklahoma City?
I remember that.
I think she was one of those women. And I think it's going to be interesting because usually on the Housewives show, anyone who cheats is not really embraced by the wives. And
I forgot.
she
Bungie, you're messy. I forgot.
in fact, on the first episode, she said that she's the one who cheated, and the
She,
husband is the one who started. Now, ex-husband is now understanding, and she's got 200 kids living with her and the cheatee, who was the guy that she cheated with. So that's going to be interesting.
y'all
The other
are
thing,
messy. It's true though. You're right.
the
Yes.
other thing too on OC is I feel so happy for what's her name's husband who passed the bar because he was so
Shane,
miserable.
Shane.
Shane,
Shade
yes, he
Emily.
looks so
Emily's
happy
husband.
now that
Emily,
you
yeah.
passed the bar.
Shane
Finally.
was so annoying. He was so mean to Emily. He seems to have something to do this season besides trash his wife. So I might like him this season. But
Me too. And then on Atlanta, I understand how when you're under pressure or you have a lot going on, how someone can either snap or just
Yeah.
not be in a position to think properly, because
Right.
stress does that to me too. And I get very impatient, and if I want something done, I want it done yesterday. So
Yeah.
I totally get that, and can relate to that. What was the last thing that we talked about?
Drew Sidora.
Oh my God, Drew. I don't think she is creative enough to create a fake a lesbian story.
Damn.
That's
The
right.
only song I remember, to be honest with you, and the only acting credit that I remember is when she was on The Game.
Yeah.
And for this is the reason why I'm saying this. For her to come on the show and think we're going to believe that Ralph produced her song is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. If anything, I think this should be her last season, because she couldn't even get Ralph to tell us that he was going to adopt her son. How are we supposed to believe a ratchet story like Ralph, who couldn't sell a book, can now produce music?
Mhm.
Hey, all right. Y'all
Yeah,
got a lot
rude.
of opinions today. Okay.
Did you
Thank
like the reunion, Bunchy? That
Which one?
what the New Jersey?
Oh my God. I couldn't get my 3 hours back, even if I tried. How can we be okay? How can we still be talking about the Teresa's family?
I know. I'm tired
And
of it.
and if I see Louis' red lying face on my TV, I'm going to throw something at it, because there is something seriously wrong with that man. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it will take something major for Teresa to see it, or she's going to go down with the ship.
So Freddie's coming on the show Monday, and he has some new information that he says is going to make me not like Louis. So we have to find out. But I don't
I'm
see
not
it.
shocked. And John Fuda, there's something between his nose and his first lip and his neck that
Yeah,
I
Mr. Clean.
can't even watch him. Something is going on there that I can't figure out.
And that he needs to lay off the Bing Shing or whatever he's spraying.
We
on his
are
beard.
messy. We are messy.
And they
Let me
also-
move on.
And some of those guys too on that cast might have the ROID rage. because those muscles are not muscles that are
Okay, so
normal
those are
looking.
the rumors. We keep hearing
Yep.
these rumors that they're steroid
believe-
city. I don't know. That's
You see
Well-
how tight their shirts are? That's not normal.
And
Wait,
they're in their 50s.
I'm sorry.
okay. I'm not saying
Frank,
no comment, no comment. I'm moving on. Thank you, Bonji. Sound off opinion. Bonji's crazy.
Okay, so we all know why John Fuda is so up, up Melissa and them behind. It's because they still owe her. They still owe money. He gave all the supplies so they could be on the show. Okay, and we all know why Melissa and them on the show is Melissa wanted to be famous.
Ooh, okay.
Okay, ever since they came on this show, their whole storyline, the whole time they've been on this show, is we want our family back. And then every time they get on the show, all they do is dog Teresa out. So why would I want to be family with you if every time you're on the screen, you ain't doing nothing but dogging me out? And then they talk about those kids on podcasts and everything and expect those kids not to speak up. Those kids are grown now.
You heard
Yeah, she be on her podcast talking about those kids and everything like a dog, and then expect
Are
those
you
kids not to
sure?
speak.
Are you
Yes,
sure?
Sharrell, I can
Yes.
see you the episodes.
No, I mean,
They
I
sit
believe
there
it,
and
but
talk
I'm
about if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't have ate. We was the ones that filmed when nobody else would. No, you was filming because you wanted the money too. Let's get it straight. You wasn't doing it out of the kindness of your heart. You wasn't doing it because you wanted to be an auntie. I ain't never seen y'all as something that was important to them. And when them kids was graduating and stuff, I ain't seen nothing in the pictures where they was posting them pictures of their graduation where Joe and Melissa was trying to be there for them kids. They can miss me with that. Okay, I'm so tired of this. Margaret been behind the scenes for a long time, putting out farms and stuff and trolling everybody on the cast. And ain't nobody said nothing to her yet.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's true.
That's true.
I know for a fact there's an alliance. Well, never mind. Yeah, there's.
They had a agenda this
Alright.
year. They had an agenda. They was gonna take her down. They was like, we gonna get her off the show. They all aligned together. Did you see how they was out? It was like they would let each other speak. But when anytime somebody on that other couch tried to speak, they shut them down.
Now, whether you hate Teresa or like Teresa, I can't. Do you guys see a show without Teresa? What would Melissa do?
No,
I just don't see it.
no, I don't see it either. And I
But,
think she's
I do
gaslighting her.
believe.
Melissa won't have a storyline no more.
But I do have to say this, even though I like Teresa a lot, you definitely are part of the troll farm. You guys hired the private investigators. It is what it is. And Andy should have a universal rule because that's what's making reality TV too toxic. Is now that they're hiring private investigators and trying to destroy people's, it's too toxic.
Yeah.
So I think he should do that. Did I just say he should fire Melissa? Maybe some kind of punishment, not firing, but something so they stop doing that to each other. And I don't think that they need, and I'm going to sound like a hater, I don't think they need their own YouTube channels unless it's not your season's not airing.
No, you're right.
Show. That's what
You're right. They don't need any of that, the YouTube. They controlling the narrative too much as well. It's just becoming.
That's what it feels like.
You
I'm
know,
sorry,
we-
opinion. I cut you off. Go ahead.
And then we're not gonna sit here and act like we didn't know Raph went to dang old Tampa to get his rocks off too. Like, let's be honest. Like that boy, he been cheating in his marriage for a long time. That was the reason why he couldn't sit his tail down long enough to finish that book that he didn't want to put his. I'm just saying. We sat here and watched this boy tell her, "I should have served you a Lunchable."
Yeah.
Oh boy, let me tell you something. Somebody could have told me that. I'm telling you, I would have had a different kind of reality show. Okay, y'all would have been seeing somebody die on reality TV.
But no opinion. Why would Ralph stay home and not go to Tampa when she doing what she doing allegedly?
Gary's messy.
That's only if you believe. That's only if you believe that. Let me tell you something. I don't believe that because let me tell you something. First of all, Drew is too stupid and too dumb to even know how to cheat. Okay, I think she tell on herself. Okay, I'm just saying.
I don't know about that. She could be a lipstick lesbian.
Yeah, she definitely ditzy. Okay, it's all over Drew's face, and that was the only reason why I like Drew is because she's so ditzy. It's something about them little ditzy ones. It's like Teresa, she ditzy. you can't fault Teresa half the time because Teresa gonna say what she want to say. She ain't gonna hide behind nothing else. You ain't never heard no story where Teresa was, hiring nobody. No, she gonna do it on her own. She thinks she own the show. She don't, have no fit. Now, if it's anything that Louis is doing, she don't know about it. Because
Yeah.
you see, she tried to stop him every time he doing something. She like, no, you can't do that. Even when she was in the car, and he said that stuff about. She tried to stop him. Like
Wait,
Teresa knows.
hold on. Let me make sure what you're saying. You're saying you don't think that she knew that Louis was hiring the private investigator?
No, because
I don't think
She
so.
had to know.
even when she was in the car, and you remember he said something about he was talking about Melissa and them. She said, you can't say that. She knew she was taping. See, Teresa know the rules of Bravo real well. Like Teresa know her boundaries. She know why to push her buttons.
I love Teresa dearly.
Okay.
But there's
She
just
know how to
no
push
way
her
in
she
hell.
push her boundaries to the limit, but she don't
Um,
blatantly break the rules.
Okay,
Like
well,
she'll
I
push
love
it to the
Teresa,
boundary.
but
Okay, let's
she's
keep it
less than
real now.
smart. She's less than smart. She went to prison.
Opinion.
Right.
There,
But that's my
let me
point,
take it off
AJ.
Teresa. It's no way you could live with a man, he be your husband, like Phaedra had to know something was going down with Apollo. I can't live in the same house as you.
You know Teresa
What about
don't.
Erica?
Teresa didn't know nothing about what Joe Judice was doing. That's why she went to prison.
No, you
Yeah,
know what? That's the excuse you got for her.
That's
like
a lie.
Erica Girardi. She didn't know
Lies.
either. She didn't know nothing.
Like she knew,
Trust
she
me.
had to know. I love Teresa though, and I want her to
No.
stay on the show, but I have to say how I feel. How do you not know opinion?
She's
How
not
does she not
smart.
know?
I'm telling you, Teresa is one of them dumb blondes. I'm telling you, she should be a
Yeah.
blonde. She one of them dumb blondes. Like I'm
Okay.
telling you, Teresa is less than very smart. Like even when she talk, the way she talk is less than smart. She ain't got all her common sense.
In my opinion.
No.
That
She
AJ,
girl
just
was dropped
recently
on
got
her
a
head
bank
when she was a
account.
baby. That girl was dropped on her head when she was a baby. She less than smart.
in
She
my
just got
opinion.
a bank account as well. She just got one of her own.
Let me
Because
ask
All
you
she
right.
was
this.
probably
Okay,
Joe
in my
was
Kenny,
opinion.
probably
what are your thoughts on OC, Kandi Burruss, and and Carlos King? Go ahead.
I'm so tired of Aurora right now. Like
I
it's like a
know.
dumpster fire. They struck a match and
Yeah.
just put it in there and just lit that thing on fire. And as far as OC, let me tell you something. Tamra, I'm telling you, at first I wanted to like Tamra. I wanted her back. You know what I'm saying? But I think Tamra is a problem for herself. You know what I'm saying? She loved to
Even
blame
now,
everybody.
even
She
the
loved to blame every. When she came back, how she was saying, "Oh, you ghosted me." Shannon didn't ghost you. Okay, that's first of all. She didn't ghost you. You just mad because Shannon didn't make a fire because you got fired.
but
That
let me
ain't
say,
Shannon's job. Shannon wasn't gonna lose her job for you.
but didn't Tamara seem sincere?
it
Sherelle,
does.
you so
But she
funny.
has no but she's right. Tamara hasn't got good judgment of character. She has a podcast with like the housewife demon, Teddy Mellencamp, and she's friends with Vicky and she's not good
Hold
judge of
on,
character
AJ.
with
Let me
friends
finish. Let me
and
finish
her
question opinion.
and her friends.
Opinion. You don't think that Tamara Judge was sincere? That she really missed Shannon?
I
No.
don't know. I think Tamara did what she had to do to stay on the show. She knew she had to make up with these girls in order to stay on the show. She gonna do whatever she gotta do to get that chick. Good Fitness is closed. Like she gotta find some income somewhere. You see, she said she don't know what Eddie gonna do. She gotta make the money now.
Oh
Mhm.
well, no. But
That's true.
even
That's true.
Shannon said they were best friends. Don't you believe that part?
They were best friends. I'm
Best
telling you,
friends.
Shannon gonna come into this relationship more cautious this time. She gonna know how Tamara did her the last time. You gotta be careful how you let people do you. Like you fool me once, shame on me. You fool me twice, ain't gonna be another time. I'm just saying. Tamara,
Sharrell,
all her friendships fail, and then she blames everybody else. She did the same thing to Vicky. How many times her and Vicky done had fallouts, and every time it was all Vicky's fault. Every time she done had fallouts with everybody, even Fancy Pants, she done had fallouts with Fancy Pants. It was all Fancy Pants' fault. Tamara, problem is she can't take accountability for herself and say, "Hey, it was my problem. It was my fault."
Damn. Okay. All right.
and
Let me move
Sharrell,
on. I
we're
want to make
over 50. Co-workers can't be best friends. They're
Hmm
co-workers.
hmm
Okay,
That's
let
right.
me move on because I want everybody to have a chance. Sheila, is that you in their picture?
Yes, that was us when we were younger.
Oh wow, how old were you guys?
Oh,
Probably late 20s, early 30s.
Oh
I'm not
wow.
sure.
All right,
a
So
sound
beautiful
off. Go ahead.
picture.
anyway, Real Housewives of Atlanta is really boring. I think behind the scene, Kandi has always been the person that people are starting to see her to be. She just had other people to kind of do her dirty work.
Mhm.
And sometime when you do have an ego, which I understand, she has the right to have an ego because she has accomplished a lot. Sometime when you have an ego, you have the tendency to expect everybody to do what you want them to do.
But I can't choose my own friend. I gotta pick a side.
I disagree with that, but everybody don't think the same, and that's unfortunate.
She can't pick other people's friends. I
I
don't.
I, I agree.
Yeah, that's going too far. Go ahead. Did you watch OC?
Yes, I loved it. I think I do like the combination that they had, but I've liked Shannon, and unfortunately, the stuff that she's gone through. But she can be an airhead. As the lady is,
Yeah, she can.
when the lady is on the boat, and she's saying about what her experiences were going with her through with her children, and all of a sudden she yells out, "Is that such and such person on that boat?" And she's oblivious to it. That's what makes it funny. She's
Yeah,
totally oblivious to being insensitive to other people. I don't think she means any harm by it. I really don't.
Shannon's a good person. I love Shannon. I really, really do. And
Yeah, I do
last,
too.
what do you think about Drew? Is she having lesbian affairs on Ralph?
You know what? I don't know. I don't care. I think that he has stepped out of their marriage, um, and I think that's a terrible thing. And I'm grateful that that was never an issue in our relationship. And people who have problems like that, I do feel bad for them. But on another note, I want to thank. Oh gosh, just that quick, I just lost your name. In my opinion, I thank you for the two scriptures that you gave me. I've read them every day, and they
Um,
have been helpful. I appreciate those.
that's one thing about opinion. She's got one of the
Oh,
Oh,
best
you
hearts.
so welcome. I've been praying for you though.
I
I've been praying for
appreciate
your
it.
peace.
I've had some tough days, but today is a good day. I had a good dream about my husband last night. It was like we were walking and there was a storm. We were walking in the street, we were holding hands, and it was almost as if he was saying to me, "This storm you will get through." And
Oof,
and
oof,
so I
power.
woke up with a smile on my face. So it's like, okay. So
Well, Miss
I'm
Sheila, out of a storm, what comes after that is a rainbow.
Exactly, exactly. So I had, like I said, I've had some bad days. There's days where just little things may trigger me, like having to close out certain accounts and stuff like that. That triggers me because it's a final.
Uh-huh.
But outside of that, I've had good days. I've had good memories, and that's what I'm trying to remember. All the fun things and the silly things that he said, and just his disposition. And I'll tell you a quick story and I'll get off. I'll never forget, this was years ago. I had a tendency, this was before he had retired. I had the tendency I would go up and go to bed before he would. And one night I woke up to hearing him yelling, "Dorothy, Dorothy." I get to the top of the step and I'm looking down at him. He's like, "Come on, Dorothy, get down here." And I'm like, so I follow him. We go down to the basement. And I'm looking at him half asleep, and I said, who in the hell is Dorothy? And he looks at me and he said, "Your ass," because you were 2 seconds you were 2 seconds to about to be saying, "There's no place like home," because we were having a
Oh,
tornado storm. And
Hmm.
it was so funny that he said that. Those were the kind of jokes that he had. And I was showering and I thought about that and I just busted out laughing because he said it with such a straight face. And I remember us laughing so heart after he said it because it was just so weird. I heard him screaming Dorothy. And when he said that to me downstairs, and I thought about that, it just made my day. But, those are the memories that I'll have from him. But I thank you all for the love, the support, and I will get through this. I am, getting through it. I know I'll have good and bad days, but right now it's a good day and I'm pleased.
Thank you, Sheila, for sharing that with us.
Wow.
I'll check in on you on your DMs. Thank you, though. It's really
You're welcome.
Emmanuel, sound off. And thank you for telling me to watch OC.
Yes. Well, first of all, we love you, Sheila, and we're praying for you. Yeah, I'm glad you
Thank
gave
you.
it a, yes, of course. I'm glad you gave it a shot, Sharrell, because when I saw the episode, I was like, I think it's gonna be a good season. I love Shannon and I like Emily. I'm interested to see Taylor Armstrong, see what she's gonna bring. The new friend is also interesting, although AJ is right. Tamra is gonna fall off with her friend. She's gonna throw something at her face. So yeah. So that's gonna be interesting. As far as Jersey, let me say this, because I disagree with almost everyone. Teresa needs to be fired now. They pushed it too far.
Yeah.
Louis
Don't start, Emmanuel.
I'm sorry, opinion, but Louis hiring all these private investigators, I'd say there is no way Teresa didn't know about this. Matter of fact, I'm sure she helped them come up with the plan because, my girl Marge, she had those receipts that Louis threatened her son at the workplace. And I also disagree about John Fuda. Much respect to that man. I think he is high. I am so
Mr.
proud of
Clean.
him. The way Louis, with his con artist ass, try to go after the reunion and say, I'm not, you're a great man. And then he was like, nuh-uh, if you want to be my friend, you're going to have to admit to what you did. That man was speaking with such certainty. Like, he was so firm in what he was saying that I believe him because, like, don't come after my child. And like someone said, why would they go after them? Like, why are they that important? I think what they want to do is have information on all of them. So in case they try to go up against Teresa, they have that on them because I love Dolores, but I'm so disappointed in her because there's more to that Frankie story that she doesn't want to say. And I'm pretty sure that's because Louis has some stuff on her or I don't know what it is, but I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I love Teresa, but Emmanuel's speaking the truth. Like, there's no way she didn't know, and they probably have information on everybody now.
Yeah,
crazy.
And I think Teresa is jealous of Melissa because Melissa is clearly
really
pretty. She's really pretty. I mean, you gotta give her that.
Really?
Emmanuel, you so young.
Did you guys see the way Teresa
She had
was
4
like,
nose jobs.
Did y'all see the way Teresa was like, he's my brother, and Melissa was like, he's my husband.
That is her brother.
But you being someone's brother doesn't trump being someone's wife. That's a completely different, like, Melissa is on top. Like, that's her husband. But
I agree with Emmanuel right there because I think Teresa is jealous because Melissa has Joe. Teresa has lost everything.
Absolutely.
She has no hands on Joe.
Cry me a river. Come on,
she
really?
is jealous.
Yes, Sharrell.
You've got a bad connection, Jennifer. Yeah, so when you don't talk, go on mute.
Because think about it, Sharrell. She even she said this girl was a stripper. She was coming out with all these rumors.
She was a
stripper.
I mean, like she wasn't.
She was a stripper. That's how Joe met her, right?
And the manager came and told you she was a stripper.
Let me tell y'all another reason why I think Teresa is really dirty. She got together with Jennifer to bring up this cheating rumor and the kissing rumor, and they set up Danielle. At the reunion, it turned out Jennifer had already told Melissa about this rumor a long time ago.
And Teresa didn't know nothing about it. When Jennifer told her, she said, don't tell nobody. I didn't even tell Teresa I told her.
Thank you, opinion.
But I don't know. I still think it's weird. Why would Jennifer tell Melissa and then make Danielle take the fault? Like that, I don't know. That's weird.
Because Jennifer wanted it on the show because they ruined her marriage last year. Of course, if Jennifer wanted payback. You can't blame Teresa for what Jennifer do though.
Jennifer did her favor. She gave her a storyline. Here you go. Go and tell her this. And she did.
Emmanuel, You said that Melissa's pretty. You have to give Teresa the same credit. Is it?
Yeah, she
She's
is
she
beautiful.
takes good care of herself. Would you say that?
Teresa is beautiful.
No.
Melissa has
She
a better
works out.
hairline.
Yeah,
She works out.
she didn't have to shave her forehead allegedly, but
She's had 3 facelifts. That's all. Melissa had 4 nose jobs.
no, I'm not saying she's
And
naturally
her
pretty.
chin
I'm talking about
filed.
like
She
at
had
the
the
moment.
chin filed. And her Adam
I
cut.
can't. Emmanuel said, "I said, isn't she pretty?" He said,
I don't
"No."
trust no man that had liposuction. And Joe Fuda, John Fuda said he
Pretty
had
now.
liposuction. So yeah.
I do agree
And
with you
doesn't
on
he
that.
have
I do agree with
Ozempic
that.
face?
Pretty now.
John Fuda?
What about John Fuda? Yeah.
Oh, Zempic. Okay, I gotta speed this up. I got 10 minutes. Go ahead, Emmanuel. Were you done with OC?
Yeah, that was all for OC. in New
Move on
Jersey.
to Roa, and then we wrap it up with Carlos. What about Roa? Roa, really quickly.
Roa, oh my god. I get what you're saying, Sharrell, about when you are on top and you got, like, in the words of Dr. Jackie, new levels, new devils. I get that. And that might be part of it. But I think Kandi, this is truly who she is. I feel like she would be like this even if she was successful or she wasn't. And I'm sorry, but you are absolutely a bully if you're telling people choose a team, and for any little thing you want to beat them up, you want to choke them, you want to headbutt them. It's not cool. And I don't like. Look, you gotta be really careful about trying to stop other people's blessings, because sometimes karma. I mean, look at what happened Sunday. She didn't win the Tony.
Oh, I missed it. The Tonys came on.
Yeah, Sunday. She lost. And
She
I'm
didn't
not.
deserve it.
Damn.
I'm not saying she deserved it. I'm not saying it's right, but I'm just saying you gotta watch out when you're trying to stop SWV. You're trying to stop Tamar. You're trying to stop
Oh,
Phaedra.
yeah.
You're trying to stop Marlo.
And Carlos.
It is what it is. Yeah, and that's all.
All right. I'm sorry, Jennifer. We got to rush through this. Sound off really quickly.
That's because you let your favorite AJ talk.
I'm so sorry too. I'm so sorry. I can't stop talking to AJ. He cracks me up. Sound off. Do you have something? Is it
Okay. Is this better or no?
It's a static. Okay. Just sound off really quickly and say, go ahead.
Okay. What I wanted to say, one, about the Real Housewives of New Jersey is Andy was doing an interview and he was talking to some guy and he said that Louis had the guy that was supposedly did the investigations talk to him, and the guy's like, I did do investigations for Louis, but not on the Housewives, for someone
I
else.
seen that. That's true. I seen that. So,
but I don't believe it.
The guy is lying. Yeah. I don't believe
his name is Bo Dietl.
Yeah,
Bo Dietl.
exactly.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. And I agree with Manuel. I think Teresa is jealous of the relationship that Melissa has with Joe.
Oh, wow.
Because she can get Joe to do anything. Teresa could tell Joe, I want you to do this. Joe's going to check with Melissa. He's not going to do what Teresa wants. And Teresa, she just doesn't have that. She wants that relationship. She can't have it. Melissa trumps Teresa. As far as the Real Housewives,
can you speed it up? You have a static.
Yeah.
You have a static. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if this is better. Is this better, Sharrell?
That's way better. Go ahead.
Okay. As far as the OC, to see Tamra and Vicky's relationship when they were on girls' trip at Dorinda's house, I'm interested to see how it plays out on the OC, because Tamra, she was like, oh yeah, I do always cover for Vicky. Oh yeah, Vicky always does, like she acted like she realized, oh, Vicky is a complainer. She is a drag. Oh, I do this for Vicky. So now that she and Shannon are friends again, I'm just interested to see how that plays out.
It was refreshing. I liked it. Yeah.
It was, but I do agree that she is going to fall out with her new friend. And I just think it takes one good drunk moment with Tamra.
And I'll go as far as to say, I think the OC is the only franchise that's showing any healing. Everybody else is arguing.
And
Sound off on Kandi really quickly.
I think
Jennifer.
the thing with Kandi is I feel like people have been coming for her year after year, and it's just getting worse and worse. And I feel bad. I think she's tired. Honestly, I do think she's tired. But, I don't see what's wrong with her having 10,000 businesses. I don't see there's anything wrong with that. Then the last thing I'll say about Kandi is who brought up the Tony? Emmanuel? It was funny because she wrote, even though she didn't win the Tony, it was great to be nominated for a Tony. At least I don't have to go. The closest thing Marlo will get to a Tony is a sugar daddy named Tony.
Wait a minute. Kandi wrote that?
Yeah,
Yes,
something
ma'am.
like
She
that.
did.
That's real. Why would
She's
now,
right.
come on, Kandi. Just be thankful that you got nominated. You're still dragging. That should be a separate moment. Oh my gosh, Kandi. Thank you,
She said
Jennifer.
that.
Sound off really, really quickly, Natasha, please.
Oh, she left.
Oh, she's been trying to get in. Should I let
Oh,
her
and
talk
Sharrell,
back?
that Love and Marriage Detroit is gonna be next Saturday.
That's gonna be good. That is going to be so good. You
Oh,
guys,
that's your home state. Is that
I
your home
really
state,
enjoy
Sharrell?
doing this. I think we should do it reality roundup every Saturday because we got to talk about a lot of stuff. It's better for me than to do the little stories that I can't get through during the week. But I will be back on Monday with Freddie and the new guy. I can't think of his name. I can't think of his name. I feel bad. And we're going to talk about Atlanta, and Freddie's going to drop some more tea on New Jersey. There's a lot more to this that I didn't even know about. And
Oh,
yeah, it's really
can't
bad.
wait. About Teresa's husband.
Yeah,
Is that
about
right?
Louis. I mean,
Like Louis.
yeah.
Lobster Louis.
Anyway, you guys, thank you. This has been great. Thank you, Bonji. Please don't forget to click the like button on your way out. I have it backwards. It's supposed to be on your way in. Here, you got to remind me, not on your way out. And if I didn't get to your call backstage, I do apologize. I'm simply out of time. Thank you guys for all the super chats. This has been great. If I didn't get to you, please leave your comments in the comment section. On 3, everybody say bye. 1, 2, 3. Bye, guys.
Bye.